Morning, everyone. Standing Rock Adventures, The Bench. This is John Schaefer here, and today we're talking about one of my favorite cartridges, the 22-250 Remington. Now, 22-250 Remington was adopted in '65, introduced in the Remington 700 bolt series. Now, listen to this. We all know, well, there's a lot of confusion. I didn't know there was a lot of confusion about the 22-250 because general knowledge is it's a 253,000 neck down. However, between 1934 and in 1915 is when the parent cartridge come out, and then there was between 34 and 37 there was an array of gunsmiths working on it, their version of the 22-250. And they got, I mean, you see in the name there on this page, down below, you'll see that it says the 22 Varminter, the 22 Wotkyns, original Swift. Interesting stuff I didn't know. That's what's so great about reading about cartridges and cartridges of the world. Because, you know, according to this, it's funny because my father, he has passed away in 2004. And my father is where I got my love for everything in the outdoors. And he had a 22-50 Ruger 77 shotgun style safety 22-50. And here it is, he had it growing up, and I bought my first 22-50. Bought it in a Savage, then traded it, and then later got it an M77. And then at gunsmithing school, I upgraded it a little bit by making it an Ackley improved. Now, what's neat about this is they say the 22-250 is still the most versatile 22 caliber wildcat cartridge. And still there's known for accuracy and efficiency, and has a reputation of, with bench rest shooters, with varmint hunters. And it's like, I'm 43. I'm 43 now. And 20 years ago, I remember going somewhere with my dad, and I remember telling him that every day I get older, he gets smarter. And this is another living thing right there. I'm growing every day, and now being a father, I'm learning more about what it's like to have stubborn, brown-eyed boys, because I have a couple of them. However, I love them just like my father loved me. But, like I said earlier in an earlier video, I have a 22-50, and I have used it to kill deer. Truckloads of coyotes. I have not shot anything with my 22-50 Ackley yet, because I have a different Ackley that I hunt with as of right now. But 22-250, interesting cartridge. And see, it's funny that people, and I learned something today, and I hope you learned something today too, about how I didn't know there was a lot of turmoil over this cartridge in the 30s. Because I remember being at an auction, and there's a guy there. He's a friend of mine, and they had all this brass that they were selling, and he was wondering. He's like, they had 250 Savage brass. And he's like, and I bought all this 250 Savage brass, and I bought a bunch of, what other brass was there? There was some other oddball brass that I bought, some Weatherby brass, bought a bunch of brass. And he come up to me later on, he goes, so, you look for brass a lot. And I go, yeah, I look for brass a lot. And he goes, well, if you ever find any 22-50 brass, just let me know. And this guy reloads. And I'm like, really? How much do you want? And he goes, why? You got any? I said, yeah. I just bought 300 rounds of 22-50 brass. Where did you? And I said, dude, look, take this, neck it down. He didn't know that. So, it's amazing what you can learn and what you can teach people. Teach people about this art. Teach people about shooting. And he's 10 years older than me, and he didn't know. So there again, what's great. That's the great thing about the firearm world is that what you learn, you need to pass on. You need to share. And and then you'll learn. And so, speaking of learning, be safe at the range with your firearms all times, and teach your children firearm safety. I hope you enjoyed this version of Standing Rock's Adventures The Bench. Again, we talked about 22-50. Great little cartridge. Lots of controversy. Did not know. Enjoy, everybody. Have a great day. God bless.